All right, what is up, guys? Yeah, the camera's over here. I'm doing this on my phone, dual recording, so it's facing me and it's facing away, just so I can kind of grab myself in there. I know you haven't seen me in a long time, but honestly, it's not because of lack of content. I'm going through some health issues, and I have a house, and there's a lot of things to do. So whatever the channel is going to do is whatever it's going to do. I'm actually considering also doing an EV portion of this channel. So I just got an electric vehicle. It's kind of a little off topic, but I'll update you soon with that if I'm going to do it. Anyway, let's get on with this. I have another BIOS update. This is the Dark Dragon. I am selling this because I need the money, and that's the only reason. But let's do a BIOS update. This is an MSI. This motherboard is an MSI MEG. I'm trying to think, and I'm trying to keep myself in frame, so it might be kind of difficult. Ooh. So it's a MSI MEG Z690, and I'm trying to think, it's a Unify. And I forget what CPU I have in here. Oh, it's a 13400F, so I do need my first graphics card ever. It's not much, I know. It's way old. It doesn't matter. It was great use for OBS and everything that I needed to do with it. So don't frown upon that right now. So what is the first thing that we do when we do a BIOS update? We are going to check our current version. So we're going to go right down here to the window, do a right click, we click run. There's another way to get into here, but we go MS32 or MS Info 32, excuse me. Click OK. And right, where is it? BIOS. That's BIOS mode. Where is it? BIOS version. Sorry about that. So we have BIOS version and date. We can see we have 1K. And you can see the date right next to it. Our second thing, which I already have open here, I went ahead and, see, I'm not in frame. This is going to be tough for me. But I went ahead and checked the latest version. We have 1N. Before that was 1N beta version. We had 1M. And if we scroll down, 1L. And then 1K. So that's the version we're on. And there's some security updates and some other fan settings that have taken place since then. So I need to switch hands here for a minute. The other hand's getting tired, and I just don't feel like holding it anymore. So, anyway, all right, so we know that we have that. Your second thing to do is to grab one of these, okay? Normally, with any modern motherboard, you can use almost any thumb drive you want nowadays, and you can format it into NTFS or FAT32, but my recommendation, so you have guaranteed support, is get something that's less than 16 gigabytes, or 16 gigabytes or less, I should say, and also format it into FAT32. That's just an overall guaranteed setting. So, what do? We're going to stick it into a port here, and let's see. All right, we do... Oh, that's my utilities. I do not want to use that. So, I need to find... I mean, I could use it. I don't even know. This place is such a disaster. You know what? Screw it. I'm going to try using this. Let's see what's on this. See, this feels like more of a live setting. I'm not even ready for it. Okay, that has Windows 11 on it. What is going on with me today? There. This should have nothing on it. Or hopes to have nothing on it. Okay, I had some video. We are going to delete that. You know, matter of fact, I'll show you how to format. So we're going to click right on it. And then we're going to click on Format. And this is NTFS. We're going to go, okay, it won't go FAT32. So we're going to leave it as that. Then we're going to rename this to BIOS. And then we are going to click Start. And then Format Complete. That's how quick it is. Now, if we click on it, there's nothing in it. Yay! Okay, so our second thing to do is, and you could have done this out of order, but we want this BIOS right here. We're going to click Download. A lot of people seem to have had problems updating MSI BIOSes. I don't know why, but I have experienced some black screens to where it just stops working. And then you have to like power cycle the PC and it comes back on. I don't know the answer to that or why it happens, but it does. I haven't had that issue to where it will not come back. I've had the black screen, but I go ahead and reboot when everything's kosher. So, what's our next thing? Okay, so we can click out of there. We can get out of this. We can go and open up our manila envelope, and then we can go to our downloads, and we can see right at the very top, I'm going to get rid of this. I always seem to have, every time I do BIOS, always something in there. So we're going to go ahead and extract, because you can see this is a zip folder. It's got a little zipper on it, like on your fly. And we're going to hit extract all. Yeah, my face is so not going to be centered in this probably most of the time. All right, so we're going to extract all right back to the same folder. We're going to double click to open. And sometimes there's 2, 3, or even 4 files in here. This top one is just a text. We don't want that one. We want this bottom one where it says N1. And it's usually the largest file out of all of them. Anyway, we're going to do a right click, click copy, or Control C on your keyboard. And then, let's see. Then we're going to go, down to the thumb drive that we have plugged in. We're going to click on that. We're going to click anywhere in the empty and Control V or right click and paste. All right, so now that's in there. We're going to get out of here. We are going to take this thumb drive out. And I'm just going to put it anywhere in the back here. This also has the BIOS button or the flashback button if you really wanted to do that. Yeah, my face. Oh my gosh. I keep getting like my chin. It's like, I am Batman. So, anyway. Yeah, I'm getting a little funnier with my channel because I'm done with the... I mean, I was always like, didn't really care that much. And I'm not like a huge professional at this. Now it's just like, screw it. Just do it with your phone. Get it posted. Who cares? Just no thumbnail. Yeah, that's what it's about. Just get the stuff out there. All right, so we're done. Now, the easiest way that I've found, I mean, you can get into the BIOS by just shutting down or rebooting and then hitting like your delete key repeatedly. Sometimes there's an issue, like if you have a Bluetooth keyboard, that is not going to work. You need either a wired keyboard or something that works off of the 2.4 gigahertz. Because Bluetooth doesn't work unless they've changed something, or they will change something in the future. Bluetooth does not become enabled until Windows is fully loaded, or at least until you get to the desktop. So, all right. Next what we're going to do is we're going to click right down here in the search box. And then we're going to click on, I think it's Restore. I can't remember if it's Restore the System. Let's just try, okay. Yep, and then we want Advanced Startup. Oh, we got to click over here. Advanced Startup. Nope, that's not what I want. Yeah, Advanced Startup. Restart now. Sorry. I'm trying to look at the camera and look at the screen and look at the other screen that's facing me. So, yeah. Don't be too mean. And what this does is it gets you into, well, we're going to have some options to pick from. And then it's going to get you into the BIOS environment without having to miss that delete key or reboot into Windows and you'd have to do it all over again. It's just a kind of a nicer way to do this. And I'm trying to do this all live without missing a beat. Updating the BIOS, though, I may pause it because it's just going to have a progress bar. And I'm just going to sit here like looking at you, you looking at me, and it's going to get boring. So we are going to troubleshoot and then advanced options. And then we have EFI or UEFI firmware settings. That is what we want. And then we're going to restart it. And this is going to bring us right into the BIOS. So give this about 30 seconds to a minute, maybe less. See, I'm covering up the other camera because I'm trying to give my other arm a break. and wait for this. So I think all the way up until, yeah, okay, so all the way up until we actually start updating the BIOS, I'm not going to pause it. And from here, sometimes I forget where to do this. Oh, yeah, it's already kind of highlighted. So we want M Flash, because MSI, ASRock, then we have Asus, and Gigabyte. They're all just slightly different, and I don't do it all the time. So anyway, we click on M Flash. Now, this is going to reboot into M Flash mode. I don't know why Asus doesn't do this. But now we have to reboot again. And it's so much fun. And you can see or hear that it's rebooting. And you can see it. So, like I said, I'm not pausing this. Just kind of letting it go, do its thing. Yeah, it's sad, but this thing, I don't know if I said that in the beginning, but I'm selling this. So I'm just trying to get it all updated, and that way we're all good. All right, so here's what we got. We have our Western Digital Black SN770. That's not what we want, but you can see this right here, that 238 gigabyte. That is the one we want. We want right over here. There's our file. Let's go ahead and click on that. Select the file, yes. And now, here we go. This is updating the, oh wow. That's actually going pretty quick. I was just debating for a second whether or not to pause this. But yeah, let me pause this and we'll be right back. Hopefully without all my fingers. I'm trying to pause it and it's, oh, it's over here. Okay, so look at this. We're at 90%. By the way, you impatient people, and I am talking to myself also, don't hit the buttons. Any buttons on the keyboard, not that it probably would do anything. Don't hit any buttons on this guy. Don't have any wires you could trip over that would cause a power outage for this. Unless you have it plugged in without a battery backup or a UPS. You're going to be out of luck if it does. You're probably going to brick the motherboard. But just walk away. Or just stare at the screen. That's all you have to do. But please, for the love of God, do not touch any buttons. I've had quite a few comments. You know, people getting black screens, not knowing what to do. It never came back. I don't know what to tell you. Other than waiting, giving it a proper amount of time, and just letting it reboot. I've never had an issue. I'm not saying I will never have an issue. Just the way that I do it, I don't know. I don't know what other people are doing. It's hard for me to answer people that are commenting. And look at this. We're already back into Windows. It didn't even go into the BIOS. Now, one of the things that we check here is we go right back to the little thing here, do a right click on run, MS32. Let's go up here and look at that. We have N1. That is our new BIOS. We're all up to date. This thing, it's actually got 10 cores on it. That's pretty impressive for a 13400F. I didn't know it had 10 cores. I thought it had more like 6. But anyway, that's it. That is your BIOS update. So simple. If this happens, you get back to this. Sometimes it goes back into the BIOS, but at this point, once we're back into Windows, you can just remove this. And sometimes it's a good idea to delete whatever's on here. Oh my gosh, keep my face in focus in camera. All right, guys. Yeah, I got to find the little cover that goes in here. And I already took out my Elgato capture card. And that's just sitting there for right now. And we're going to get rid of that. I don't know, but we might be getting rid of this She-Hulk too. I have this build that we did last time. That's still been sitting here. Something new, I had to pull it up, put all my pops up there. They're in a box, and I saw the box was getting wet. So there's a lot of stuff going on, but I'll keep you guys updated. So hope you enjoyed this brief, well, it's about 15 minutes now, and we're going to stop it here. So, till next time, guys. Take care.